Hi there, welcome to my channel mathssl. I'm speaking Saqib Latif. Today I'm going to show you another exam type question, which is question number 5 uh, about the analytical geometry. So the question 5, I'm start now. And the question says in the diagram below, P, Q, and R are the vertices of a triangle. T is a point on PQ. So the T is a point on PQ such that T is the midpoint of PQ. T is the midpoint of PQ, right? So the first question says here, determine the coordinates of T. So we're looking at the coordinates of T. Coordinates of T. T is the midpoint of PQ, so which means I need to find the midpoint. That will be the coordinates of T. So I find the midpoint between P and Q. This is my x1, y1, x2, and y2. I plug it into this formula, and then I get the midpoint of PQ, that is 2 and 3 over 2. So these are the coordinates of T. So the question 2, second question say equation of QR. So we need to find the equation of QR. So we have QR here, QR. So we need to find the equation. So I'm gonna write this formula y minus y1, m, which is a gradient, x minus x1, and these. So we need 2 points to find the equation of the line. So we got 2 points, q and r. This is my x1, y1, x2, and y2, and I have to find the first gradient to find the equation of this line. So I find the equation a gradient between QR through y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. I plug in all these values into this formula, and I find the gradient negative 5 over 3. Now, so I need to substitute one of these points into this formula to get the equation of the line. Now, so you can choose Q or you can choose R. Answer will be the same. So I choose Q. So I plug it into this formula. So the gradient I got negative 5 over 3, and this is x and y. I plug all these values into this formula. I simplify, and negative 5 over 3 x plus 10. This is my after the simplification. This is my answer. Now further I simplify, negative 3 switch over to this side, become positive 3, and I simplify. Therefore y is equal to negative 5 over 3 x plus 13. This is the equation of QR. Next question, he says prove that PQ perpendicular to QR. PQ 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 perpendicular to QR, we need to prove. So obviously we need to find the gradients between these PQ and QR, and then we must multiply. The answer must come equal to negative 1. Then PR perpendicular to QR. I'll show you how. So I need to find the gradient between PQ, and I need to find the gradient of PQ and the gradient of QR. The gradient of QR we already found earlier, which is negative 5 over 3 in previous question 2.1.2, but now I need to find the gradient of PQ. So these are the coordinates of P and Q. I plug it into this formula. I find the gradient 3 over 5. Now the gradient of PQ is 3 over 5. Multiply the gradient of QR, negative 5 over 3, which come equal to negative 1. So which means therefore PQ perpendicular to QR. My next question says calculate the length of PQ in third form. So leave the answer in third form. PQ. So this is a PQ, the length. So the length of PQ, I choose the distance formula. You can write x1 minus x2, or you can say x2 minus x1 square, same thing. And these are the coordinates of P and Q. I plug it into this formula, and I get the answer 34 square root. So I must leave the answer in third form. So this is the length of PQ. So the next question says calculate the area of triangle PQR. Triangle PQR. PQR. So we need to find the area of this triangle. So obviously, uh, I the area of the triangle, the formula says 1/2 base time height. So the base gonna be a PQ because PQ perpendicular to QR. So which means this here angle, this is 90 degree. So the angle Q is 90 degree. This is a 90 degree. So so this is your base and this is your perpendicular height. But in this case, the both answer is exactly the same. So, but that's how you're gonna find, because the PQ perpendicular to QR we already proved. So which mean PQ, these two adjacent side. So the angle Q is 90 degree. So this is your base and this is your height. So the perpendicular height is QR. So area of triangle PQR is equal to 1/2 base time perpendicular height, and obviously I do have the length of PQ, which is 34 units, 34 square root, and the QR, we need to find the length of QR now. So these are the coordinates of QR, and I plug it into this formula. So also answer is equal to 34 square root. So now I plug it into this formula, 1/2 base time height, so 17 unit square. This is my final answer. When you need to find the area of triangle PQR, any triangle area, the answer you're gonna write unit square. Last question say write down the coordinates of A not shown on the diagram if PAQR is a parallelogram. So now he said to you that this is, if this P somewhere here is A, PAQR, this is a parallelogram. So he said find the missing coordinates of A. So you need to draw a rough sketch of parallelogram, then you can find the coordinates of A. Then you can find the coordinates of A. So I draw a sketch of parallelogram APRQ. Now we need to find the missing coordinates of A. You can by calculation or you can do by inspection. By calculation, then you have to find the midpoint of PQ and that midpoint, and then you're gonna equate with the midpoint of AR, and then you can find the missing coordinates of A by calculation by midpoint. I'm gonna use by inspection. So by inspection, from R to P, change in X. So 9, if you minus 8 become 1. So if you minus, then arrow must show left hand side. So become 1. And then -2, and if you add 2 become 0. So now change in Y is 2. So if you add, the arrow must show upwards. So the answer is gonna be 0. Now I'm gonna do exactly the same thing from Q till A, right? So Q we got 6 and 3. So in 6 you minus 8 become -2. 3 you plus 2 become 5. Exactly whatever you done here, same thing you're gonna do here. So therefore the missing coordinates of A is -2 and 5. By inspection I find the missing coordinates of A, -2 and 5. Please like and subscribe my channel. If you have any question, comment below. I will assist you. Have a nice day.